Hey there, welcome back to another installment of Slope Fields. In this video, we're going to go over how to make a slope field when you have both an x and a y in the differential equation. In the previous videos, we went over how to do that with just an x or just a y. It's no more difficult, we just got to be a little bit more careful with our mental math. So again, I'm going to make a table like I did before. The difference in this table is I'm going to actually have x, y values, and not just x and y. And the reason being is, if you plug in 1 for x, it's not like the slope is going to be 1 the whole time. It depends on what the y value is. So the slope depends on the point that you're at, not just the x value or the y value. And so dy dx over here, I'll write down, is equal to x plus y. All right, let's generate it. It's easy as plugging in numbers. Let's pick some points. So I'm going to just stick to like a smaller region. We're not going to do all the points, so maybe we'll stick to some over here. So let's start with -2, 2. So we plug in -2, 2, and it's not that bad to do. You literally look at it and say that's -2 plus 2, which is equal to 0. So our slope at -2, 2 is 0. Let me just draw that in. Let's go to -2, 1. So -2, 1. We plug that in. Super simple math. -2 plus 1 is -1. So the slope's going to be -1. Again, rough sketches there. Then we'll go to -2, 0. I'm just going along this vertical line just to stay organized. -2 plus 0. I'm going to stop showing the math in a little bit because it's easy. That's a slope of -2, so it's going to get a little bit steeper. All right, next we've got -2, -1. Well, when we add those together, -2 plus -1, that's going to be equal to -3. So that's going to get even steeper. And last but not least, we'll do -2, -2, and then we'll move on to the next line. -2 plus a -2 is -4, so it's just going to get slightly more steep. It's kind of hard to draw slightly more steep, so do your best. Okay, next, let's go to -1, 2. So -1, 2. We go to that. When we add -1 plus 2, we get +1. Interesting. All right, so now we've got a positive slope of 1. And then we're going to go to -1, 1. Just kind of dropping along vertical lines. I like to stay organized. -1, 1. -1 plus 1 is 0. So that's going to be a slope of 0 right along there. And then -1, 0. So -1, 0 is -1 plus 0 is -1. And so that's going to be a slope of -1. Okay, let's keep going. So -1, -1. When you add those together, -1 plus -1 is -2. So that's going to get a little bit steeper. And then I've got -1, -2. And that'll be the last one we draw on there. -1 plus -2 is -3. Super easy math, right? Drawing a slope of -3. We're going to go out to +2 here. So we're going to start doing them mentally now. All right, I think you get the idea of that. So now I'm going to plug in the point 0, 2. That's 0 is the x value plus 2 is a slope of 2. So that's now +2, something like that. And then we're going to go to 0, 1. 0 plus 1 is +1. All right, there we have it. And then go to the point 0, 0. 0 plus 0 is a slope of 0. Look at that diagonal being formed right there. Looks like we've got diagonals forming everywhere here. Interesting. Then we've got the point 0, -1. 0 plus -1 is -1. Yep, sure enough, there's that diagonal right there. And then the point 0, -2. 0 plus -2 is -2. Oh yeah. Now, 1, 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. All right, so that's even steeper than the last one. 1, 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. All right, a little bit less steep. And then 1, 0. 1 plus 0 is 1, something like that. And then 1, -1. 1 plus -1 is 0. And then 1, -2. 1 plus -2 is -1. Oh, yes, almost done. Let's go to this row here. So 2 comma something. So here we'll do 2, 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Very steep. 2, 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, a little bit less steep. 2, 0. 2 plus 0 is 2. And then 2, -1. 2 plus -1 is +1, a little bit less steep. And then 2, -2. 2 plus -2 is 0. That's it. So just be careful with the numbers you plug in. You're plugging in the x and the y values. And it's kind of cool, the function we got going on there. Look at that. Got almost some kind of slant asymptote going down right there. So let's go ahead and do the solution curve. A little tougher, but we got this. Sketch a potential solution curve with the initial condition f of 0 equals 1. So that means 0, 1 is on there, so we're going to put that. And we're just going to follow the guide here. It looks like the slopes are getting steeper as we go to the right. And as we go to the left, we're going to like 0 out somewhere along here. right? So we're going to zero out, and then it's going to kind of go up along here, and you're not ever going to cross it. If you look at negative 3, 2, that's going to have negative 3 plus 2 a slope of negative 1. So you're going to kind of come along here, flatten out, and then just kind of go along some kind of slant asymptote almost. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but it provides you with a rough sketch of what the solution to this differential equation looks like. So whatever the solution of this is, it roughly looks like that when it goes through the point 0, 1. That's it. So down the distant future, not even in this calculus class, you'll learn how to solve an x plus y differential equation. Very cool. All right, I'll see you in the exercises. Until then, peace.